Many churches in Kenya have been actively involved in addressing the issue of drought in the country. Here are some examples of what churches are doing. Providing relief assistance. Churches in Kenya have been providing food, water, and other relief assistance to communities affected by drought. For example, the Catholic Church through Caritas Kenya has been providing food aid and other forms of relief to drought-affected communities. Water conservation. Some churches have been promoting water conservation methods to help address the issue of drought. The Anglican Church of Kenya has been promoting rainwater harvesting and other water conservation techniques to help communities cope with the effects of drought. Advocacy. Churches in Kenya have also been advocating for policies and actions that address the root causes of drought. The National Council of Churches of Kenya, NCCK, has been lobbying the government to invest in long-term solutions to drought, such as irrigation and drought-resistant crops. Education. Churches have been educating communities about the causes and effects of drought and how to cope with its effects. For example, the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, PCEA, has been conducting workshops and seminars to educate communities on drought mitigation strategies. In addition to the activities mentioned earlier, churches in Kenya have also been involved in the following ways towards addressing drought. Providing pastoral care. Churches have been providing pastoral care and counseling to individuals and families affected by drought. The Methodist Church in Kenya has been providing pastoral care to communities affected by drought through chaplaincy services. Supporting sustainable farming practices. Some churches have been promoting sustainable farming practices that can help communities cope with the effects of drought. The African Inland Church, AIC, has been promoting conservation agriculture and agroforestry to help communities conserve water and improve soil fertility. Providing livestock support. Churches have been providing livestock support to communities affected by drought. For example, the Presbyterian Church of East Africa has been providing livestock feed and veterinary services to pastoralist communities affected by drought. Partnerships with other organizations. Churches have been partnering with other organizations to address the issue of drought. The Anglican Church of Kenya has been partnering with the government and other organizations to provide relief assistance and promote water conservation in drought-affected areas. Here are 50 more ways that churches in Kenya have been addressing the issue of drought. Building water tanks and boreholes in drought-affected areas. Providing seeds and tools for farmers to grow drought-resistant crops. Providing financial support to families affected by drought. Conducting research on the causes and effects of drought. Advocating for climate change policies to mitigate the effects of drought. Encouraging responsible land use practices to prevent soil degradation. Providing education on water conservation and sanitation. Supporting alternative income-generating activities in drought-affected areas. Providing healthcare services to communities affected by drought. Conducting drought risk assessments to identify vulnerable communities. Offering scholarships to children affected by drought to access education. Providing psychosocial support to communities affected by drought. Building and maintaining irrigation systems in drought-affected areas. Providing mobile health clinics to reach remote drought-affected communities. Partnering with non-governmental organizations to provide relief assistance. Providing emergency shelter to families affected by drought. Supporting reforestation and afforestation programs to combat desertification. Providing training on food preservation and storage to reduce waste. Conducting community dialogues on drought preparedness and response. Supporting women and girls in drought-affected areas through empowerment programs. Providing technical support to farmers on sustainable farming practices. Supporting early warning systems to alert communities of impending drought. Advocating for the rights of pastoralist communities affected by drought. Providing community-based disaster risk reduction training. Supporting weather forecasting and monitoring services to aid in drought preparedness. providing water purification systems to communities affected by drought. Building and maintaining dams and ponds for water storage in drought-affected areas. Providing training on water management and conservation to communities. Conducting public awareness campaigns on drought and its effects. Supporting renewable energy initiatives to reduce reliance on firewood and charcoal. Providing vocational training to youth in drought-affected areas. Supporting small businesses in drought-affected areas through microfinance initiatives.